Commodore, yung about po sa nahuling spy, di ba? Kasi tayo sa West Philippine Sea, although yun po yung ano natin, indication po na another pamamamasok ng China sa Pilipinas, even more sa land nga po, is yung nahuli nga pong mga espiya. Do you have any idea sa mga sa instance na to?
Well, para sa akin, no, ang comment ko dito, this is a positive development. Alam mo, nung mga nakaraang buwan, ang natanggal na sa atin, mga pogo, no? Dahil sinasabi rin naman natin, and there are a lot of supporting cases that would say na lahat ng related din sa cyber hacking, cyber security threats ay nagagaling sa pogo, no? From Pogo, now, ito naman, pagkahuli ng mga kinikilala natin, allegedly na Chinese spies. No? So, ibig sabihin, meron na talagang seryosong hakbang ang gobyerno para tugisin ang mga individual, no? Na may intention na suportahan ang pakikipaglaban natin sa issue ng West Philippine Sea, especially those people who are undermining our national security. So I would like to commend the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the National Bureau of Investigation sa ganitong mga successful operation. Hopefully, no, etong mga identified naman natin, kahit hindi nila siguro aminin sa sarili nila, na they are known to be Chinese parrots or influencer for some reason, whether they are paid to do so or they are not just talagang traitor sila sa Pilipinas, no? Pero kilala natin yan, and hopefully etong mga trolls na to will eventually follow, no? For them to understand na there is limit for freedom of expression.
Sir, follow-up question lang po dun sa about the Chinese spy na nahuli. Sir, merong aside dun sa Chinese spy, may dalawa na kababayan natin na di umano'y kasabwat or tawag ito.
DDS yun, DDS.
Kasabot dun sa sir, sa mga activity niya. Di ba sir, parang nakakalungkot na mismong kababayan natin yung nagtatrader sa bansa natin?
Alam mo, historically, no, our struggle for independence, marami na talaga tayong mga kababayang Pilipino na naging traitor. So, kung nalulungkot ka na may makita kang traitor na ganyan, magbasa ka lang sa social media, marami na rin yan sila. No? Maraming trolls dyan na nagpapakalat ng maling impormasyon pagdating sa West Philippine Sea. And I think these are traitors. No? The mere fact that you are going against the factual narrative of our government when it comes to the West Philippine Sea, you don't really have to go that far, no? Na makakita ng tumutulong sa actual na Chinese spy. Sa social media lang, no? May mga YouTube channels din yung mga yan.
Sir, about po dun sa sa statement nitong bago lang kakaupo lang po na US Secretary of State Rubio, which is sabi niya may binalaan niya yung China na kung saan sir parang welcome development, especially for the Marcos Jr. administration, na kung sinabi niya stop messing with the Philippines. Yun po yung pinaka-statement. Sir, reaction niyo po dun?
Well, ito nga yung sinasabi ng mga trolls, no? Ang sabi kasi ng mga trolls, pag na-elect na daw si President Trump, wala na daw tayong aasahan. Ang isang katulad ko daw na American lapdog, hindi na daw mapapansin, eventually will be in our own pagdating sa laban natin sa West Philippine Sea. But so far, kung titingnan mo, not just for Senator Rubio, no, who is the recently confirmed Secretary of State of the United States, ang naninindigan lamang laban sa China, hindi lang siya, no? Most of those appointed soon to assume cabinet officials ng Trump administration have already long record of being hawkish against the People's Republic of China. Ang nagsasabi lang naman na wala na tayong aasahan sa Trump administration, mga trolls lang din, di ba? But in reality, whether it is a Republican or a Democrat sitting president, alam natin, no, na both parties are supportive of our fight in the West Philippine Sea. That both parties are supportive against Chinese aggression and violation of international law. So, as of this time, kampante naman tayo na ang nasimulan na deepening security alliance that we have with the United States will remain to be the same under this current administration.
Sir, doon na po sa may monster ship po. Kasi meron sa mga kababayan natin ang nagsasabi na wala daw yung ginagawang ano dyan para umalis po ang monster ship sa West Philippine Seas. Sir, ano pong action po ang ginagawa niyo po dyan?
Alam mo, there are three ways for me to respond to that question. No? Ang unang tanong dyan, na maintindihan naman natin ng mga kababayan nating Pilipino, no? Dismayado na sila sa harassment ng China na yan. And this has been happening for more than 2 weeks already. No? So, ang una dyan, na tanong ng mga Pilipino, I think this is a valid point. No? Kailangan lang talagang i-explain na maayos. Ang unang tanong, bakit daw hindi kasi natin ipadala ang Navy ships na para paalisin yung mga yan? Well, the first, my first response to that question is because, gaya na sinabi nga ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, we are a peace-loving nation. We are not instigators of war. So as much as possible, no, we don't want to escalate the tension. We don't want to give China an opportunity to once again claim na tayo ang nagmimilitarize ng dispute na to. No? So, as far as the government is concerned, we have deployed Coast Guard white ships because we do not want na tumaas pa ang tension dito. And that is the reason kung bakit Coast Guard ang ipinapadala natin. Pangalawang tanong, bakit daw ba ang Coast Guard hindi talaga i-water cannon agad, no? Or itulak yung monster ship? No? My response to that, well, in a practical sense, a monster ship has an overall length of 165 meters. Obviously, we do not have such power capacity para sabihin we're going to drive them away. No. And again, we go back to the guidance of the President na we are still going to deal with them in accordance with the law. We're still going to deal with them professionally. Hindi natin yan dapat sabihin na i-water cannon namin kayo kasi encroaching na kayo sa exclusive economic zone natin. Ang ginagawa natin is we document their illegal presence and we challenge them to radio in an hourly basis. No? Imagine, oras, we are reminding the Chinese government that they are within the exclusive economic zone and that they do not have legal authority to conduct maritime patrol sa loob ng exclusive economic zone natin. We are mentioning the Philippine Maritime Zones Act, the UNCLOS in which they are a party to that convention, and the 2016 Arbitral Award. Sinasabi natin ito not just for the Chinese government to understand kung ano ang mga batas na binabiolate nila, but even for the international community and our local audience. Sa totoo lang, sa ganitong paraan, hindi lamang China ang nalilecturean natin dito, kundi pati ang mga kababayan nating Pilipino. Ano ang basihan natin para paalisin natin ang China? Dahil, again, going back to the third point naman, ang dahilan ng China kung bakit sila nandyan, bukod sa they want to normalize, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, they want to challenge yung position natin. So, ang ginagawa natin, we are citing all those legal instruments for them to understand that they do not have basis whatsoever. So, in the long run, in the eyes of the public, particularly the like-minded states, they would understand na ang Pilipinas, hindi tayo, one, nagpapabuli, we're standing for our sovereign rights. Second, we are not escalating the tension, the mere fact that we are sending Coast Guard vessels. Third, we're not provoking anyone. As much as possible, we still want to have peaceful dialogue.